favorite. The Celtics are just too deep.
They're a finals lock. They should be the ones that come out on top.
I think on paper the Celtics have the best team.
Drew is in the building tonight. Kyrie Irving doing it in.
So many big expectations with him coming here.
Well, I think anytime that you've lost 4 straight, which we've done a couple of times this year, that's something that really challenges you.
Everybody's asked the question over and over again, what's wrong with the Celtics?
We talk about having a good problem that he's got all those players, but ego's going to come into this at some point.
When you're a young team and you're trying to figure it out to go be a championship contender, you're trying to get everybody on the same page.
The team looks like a disappointment.
This is a team that throughout the whole year, has been fragile in terms of trust and confidence.
Experience. It's the best thing I can say is experience. We're lacking it, and because of that, we have a lot of learning to do.
Kyrie's challenge is right now, can you become the great leader?
I had to call Bron, and tell him, I apologize for being that young player. I wanted to be the guy that led us to championship. I wanted to be the leader. I wanted to be all that, and, the responsibility of being the best player in the world and leading a team is something that's not meant for many people.
The moment came full circle that he is now where LeBron used to be, and he understands all the teachings that he was trying to learn in Cleveland.
Stuff aside, they've hit the reset button, and this has been a different Celtics team in the postseason.
In this series, they will always have the best player on the floor in Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving has waited over a year to get back into the playoffs. Deacon 22 fires. Kyrie in his bag with the layup.
Sun up to sun up. No sleep. You can sleep when you're dead, you know what I'm saying? Trust the process.
In Boston is well aware that the Celtic season could be on the line here.
What a roller coaster ride it's been.
The Bucks are headed for the Eastern Conference Final for the first time since 2001.
The free agency looming is enormous.
There'll be a lot of speculation, obviously, at the end of the season because of Kyrie.
They don't know what Kyrie's going to do.
You guys will have me back. I plan on re-signing here next year.
That changed several months later where, I'm not sure.
Is this Kyrie Irving's last game as a Boston Celtic? It's a question we're going to be asking ourselves all summer long.
Oh, the drama. There was never a shortage of it in Boston this past year. New faces and new places. There's no shortage of that either. In the Eastern Conference this year, there are guys wearing different jerseys than they have before. Let's focus in on the team that was, without question, the biggest disappointment, if not in the entire NBA, certainly in the Eastern Conference last year, and that was the Boston Celtics. It's not fair to blame it all on Kyrie, but certainly he has to shoulder some of it here, Dennis. So with him moving to Brooklyn and no Kevin Durant this year, how much of an effect can Kyrie have on this Brooklyn team, and how much are we going to scrutinize his every move, just like we did last year in Boston?
Well, I think we heard in that sound, I think it was Isaiah Thomas's voice, we're still stuck on Kyrie, the leader. We know offensively, ball handling, he's one of the best in our game. So the fact how he left Cleveland, he went and was very professional and said, I want to get traded. We were just talking to break. Be careful what you ask for. Now you're going home. You don't have KD for another year. This Brooklyn team, before you got there, Smitty, they played D, they played together, fourth quarter, they locked people down, and they grit and grind their way to create who they are. Are you willing to come in and be a part of what they were doing and obviously help them get to that next level? Because we know offensively you're like that. But day-to-day basis, working hard, Smitty, I need to see Kyrie take that leadership to the next level.
Yeah, and I put a lot of this on Kyrie Irving. I put a lot of this on their team because these are some professionals, guys that have been around. But I think we've let Brad Stevens off the hook, Sam, and not 3D and Jarrett. He has to take some of this blame as well. When you're talking about leadership, the things that I saw going wrong with them was a lot of it was where a coach has to step up, and we always asking, who's starting? Who's this? Come in, Brad Stevens, you come in and tell us because you know your team better than us. So I look at Kyrie. I also look at Brad Stevens. All the praise we gave Brad, and I was one of them, still do think he's a great coach. But last year, I don't think it's one of his best jobs.
Well, if the Celtics underachieved, the Nets certainly overachieved last year, and now they add all this talent to a young nucleus that has likes of Karis LeVert and Jared Allen and Spencer Dinwiddie and all that. We'll see what type of impact Kyrie has and how much leadership talk we are having. Speaking